we had families just like we have in Africa. You have your mother and your father, then you got your grandmother and grandfather, you got your aunts, uncles. We had big families, and we did everything as families. And the number one loyal member of our families was our mother. No matter where daddy was, no matter where anybody else was, a black woman in America in 1980 would give her life for her children. That's the kind of women we had in 1980. Nothing you could do to tear a black woman away from her children until they came up with this drug called crack. They made it very cheap because most of our people don't have money. We're very poor in America. So they made the drug cheap and very addictive. They made the drug so addictive, it took black women who were very loyal mothers and parents out of their homes into the street for $5 being prostitutes, leaving their children in the home by themselves. It destroyed families. It destroyed black families all across America.
You know lions?
Yeah, I know lions.
You know hyenas?
I know hyenas.
How do they feel about each other?
They're enemies.
Okay, so if you were a lion and I asked you, is there such thing as a good hyena? What would you say?
I would say no.
Why?
Because the hyena wants to eat the lion wants to eat the hyena. No, wait. Because the way he's answering it, I disagree with him. Now, what I was asking, there's only one human race.
Stop. That's not true.
But my friend, this is my one and I go. I'm scared you may create racism because as you are speaking this, I'm a man of free mind. As you are speaking this now, because not all whites are wrong, not all blacks are wrong, and also.
Wait a minute. How do you know? Tell me the whites that aren't wrong. Now watch this.
I've said not all.
Stop. I've done this every round around the world. I've never gotten one person to answer this correctly. Watch, he will refuse to answer the question. Tell me who the good whites are. Who are the good whites?
There are people who have a good heart, who do good
things. Who are they? I've been around the world. I've asked this question.
Like as an individual.
No. He's not giving an answer. Stop. I say they're good black people. Let me give you an example. This young man, Achille, here is a good young brother. He's working here. You can actually watch what he's doing and see. I'm a good brother. This is a good brother here. I can tell you lots of that my wife is a good person. I can tell you lots of good. Tell me.
One good white. Can I tell one good white?
No. Tell me the white that we know that's good.
The person we all know. So what I mean.
Accept me to answer the way you want.
No. I asked him for a question. Don't I have a fair responsibility? If I ask him a question instead of having this long back and forth. Billy Graham.
Yeah. Billy Graham?
No, I'm answering what I
Do you know anything about Billy Graham?
I know.
That is one of the most racist.
Yeah, Billy Graham lives where I'm from. He's racist.
Tell him about Billy Graham.
Racist. One of the most racist white people to ever come out of North Carolina.
Billy, if you talk to a black person in America and you say Billy Graham, the first word that come out your mind is that's a racist white guy.
Maybe they misunderstood him.
Sir.
I want to say something. I want y'all to see something. Let me say, because this is very important for us to understand. On the African race, this is what happens. Whites teach us. This is the most important thing they teach us, to love them. So that they can kill us. I can show you 2 hours of them intentionally with malice and forethought, where they intentionally are killing him. And because he's been trained in the church to love whites, that's his training, that's what he does. Even though I'm talking about helping and saving African people, the only thing he hears is, he doesn't love my white God. And so he comes here to challenge a black person who's coming here to help black people, because this is what whites give us in their education system, whether it's religious or educational. I'm not picking on him. He just is a shining, glaring example. He didn't come say, what can we do to help our brothers and sisters?
Yes,
he didn't say, what can we do to do our economics? Wait a minute. You see, this is when, and I want you to understand what happens. We're all looking at each other seeing Africans. And all of us have some European influence in us because they get in us. But this is the personification of the European. He just got black skin. But inside is the European mind operating. So all of us are trying to get to real solutions. I'm not perfect, but every question is about a solution. He's not trying to get to the solutions. He's the European inside of the African, fighting the African who's trying to lift African people up. So sometimes your biggest opposition is going to come from the European inside the African that you're looking at that's standing right next to you. He's an example.
Good example.
He's a great example.
If somebody calls you a racist,